CBSE. So first of all, we are going to talk about what is the definition of circle. What is the definition of circle? So we can say that the collection of infinite points, which are equidistant from a fixed point. Collection of infinite points which is equidistant from a fixed point is known as circle. This collection of points is known as circle, and this fixed point is known as center of the circle. Okay. Then the next term is what is the radius of the circle. If we talk about what is the radius of circle. So we can say that a line segment that joins center to any point on the circle, or we can say a line segment that joins center to any point on the circumference, that is known as radius. If we talk about what is chord, so chord is another line segment, but it is joining any 2 points on the circle or circumference. A line segment, again a line segment that joins any 2 points on the circle or circumference is known as chord. We can draw infinite radius or infinite chord in a given circle. Now we are going to talk about, let's name it O, A, B, C. Now what is the diameter of the circle? We talk about what is the diameter of the circle. So in simple language, the longest chord of the circle is known as diameter. Or in other way, we can say that chord that is passing through the center. A chord that is passing through the center is known as diameter, because a chord which is passing through the center is automatically become the largest or longest chord of the circle. So this is known as diameter, longest chord of the circle. After that, if we talk about what is arc of the circle. What is arc of the circle? So we can say that a part of circumference of circle. Let's suppose this is point F and this is point G. So this is smaller part of the circle is known as arc of the circle. This is, we can say this is minor arc because it is small, or remaining arc is known as major arc of the circle. Okay. And the next keyword is what is the sector of the circle. If we talk about what is the sector of the circle, so we can say the region or area. The region or area between two radius. The region or area between two radius and an arc is known as sector. This region is known as sector. Region between two radius and arc is known as sector. Because this is small, that's why it is minor sector, and remaining is known as major sector. Similarly, if we talk about segment, what is segment? So again, the region between a chord, and arc is known as segment of the circle. So this is segment of the circle. Again, this is smaller one, that's why minor segment, or the remaining one is known as major segment of the circle. Okay, these are the basic keywords about the circle. Now we are going to talk about some other keywords which is using in the class 10th, just like tangent. What is the tangent of the circle? If we talk about what is the tangent of the circle, so this is a circle with center O. So first we are going to talk about definition of the circle. Tangent. What is the definition of tangent? A line that intersect or touch the circle only and only at one point. Only and only at one point. That line is known as tangent of the circle. Line that intersect the circle or touches the circle only and only at one point. We can say that the point where circle and tangent touch each other, that is known as point of contact. That is known as point of contact. Okay, because circle is the collection of infinite points, so we can draw infinite tangent on a circle, but on a particular point. If I talk about only point P, so on a particular point we can draw only one tangent. On a particular point we can draw only one tangent. Or from an external point, if I talk about from an external point, we can draw maximum two tangent on a circle. Our next topic is what is secant of the circle, or because the secant of the circle is not line segment, a line that intersect the circle at 2 points. This is the tangent or a line that intersect the circle at two points is known as secant, or we can say secant of the circle. If we talk about how many parallel tangent we can draw in a circle, how many parallel tangent we can draw in a circle, so look here, we can draw only two parallel tangent in a circle, and these both parallel tangent will be on the end point of the diameter. These both tangent will be on the end point of the diameter of the circle, then both tangent will be parallel to each other. In how many parts a circle divides a plane? If we talk about in how many parts a circle divides a plane, so circle divides a plane into 3 parts, means at how much place a point can exist in a plane. So point can exist inside the circle, on the circle, or outside the circle. So there are 3 places where point can lie in the plane. So we can say circle divides the plane into 3 parts. Now we are going to talk about some theorems about the circle and tangent. Tangent and radius of the circle always are perpendicular to each other. We are going to prove it. Tangent and radius are going to be perpendicular to each other. Why? Let's suppose this is O, this is point P, A and B. Let's suppose there is a point Q on the tangent and draw the line segment OQ that intersect the circle at point R. So here OP equals to OR because both are the radius of the circle, radii of the circle, and OQ is the combination of OR plus RQ. But OR equals to OP, OR equals to OP. So we can write OP plus RQ because OR equals to OP. Now it is simple knowledge that 7 is the sum of 5 plus 2. We can say 7 is the sum of 5 plus 2. So 7 is greater than 5 or 7 is greater than 2. Similarly here OQ is the sum of both numbers OP and RQ. So OQ is greater than OP and OQ is greater than RQ. So we can say OQ is greater than OP. OQ is greater than OP. Similarly, all line segment drawn from center to tangent will be greater than OP. So ultimately, OP is the shortest distance between center and tangent. That's why OP is the perpendicular on tangent. So this is the first theorem. If we talk about theorem number 2, that from an external point, I told you we can draw only 2 tangents. So theorem says that the length of 2 tangent will be equal. If we talk about length of, what is the length of tangent? Length of tangent is known as from the point to point of contact. This is known as length of tangent. So the theorem is from the tangent drawn from external point are equal in length. We are going to prove it. I join OA, OB and OP. So if it congruous both the triangles OAP or OBP, OAP or OBP, then by CPCD both line segment will be equal. So here OA equals to OB, radii of same circle. OP, these are radii of same circle. OP equals to OP, the common side. And in the last theorem we have proved that radius and tangent are perpendicular to each other. So we can say that angle OAP is equal to angle OBP, each 90, or we can say from the that radius and tangent are perpendicular to each other. So by RHS congruency rule, both triangle will be congruent. That's why by CPCD we can say that AP equals to BP. Both the length of tangents are equal. So these are other important theorem. Now we are going to talk about some circles and their centers. Let's there is a triangle ABC, and there is a circle that is passing through the vertices of triangle. So this circle is known as circumcircle, and the center of this circle is known as circumcenter. Again, if a circle touches all the three sides of a triangle internally, so this circle is known as incircle, and the center is known as incenter. Again, if we talk about what is orthocenter, so in a triangle, if we draw attitudes from a vertex on the opposite side, then the point where all the attitudes intersect each other, this point is known as orthocenter. If we talk about what is centroid, so in the triangle ABC, the median, the point where all the three medians intersect each other, that point known as centroid. And the centroid divides the median in 2:1. Centroid divides the median in 2:1, and the part of 2 will be towards the vertex side. Okay, the parts of 2 will be towards the vertex side.